Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hearth. So if you want to know how to turn food waste into food, stay tuned. So what got me thinking about this is the astronomical price of everything, right? Like most of you, I'm sure. Something that I do to help reduce my food waste and also save myself a little bit of money is make broth. You can call it bone broth, stock. They're pretty well interchangeable. There's some technical differences, I think, but overall, in the home kitchen, it's the same thing. We make stock out of food waste, right? Things that would normally be put in the garbage, put in the compost pile for next year's dirt, fed back to the animals who can give us eggs and whatever. So those are good uses for vegetable scraps. Don't get me wrong, but this is much tastier and it's a little bit faster. So what I do is I save up my vegetable scraps and my bones from roasted chicken, roasted turkey, that sort of thing. I save up those bones in a freezer bag, in my freezer, makes sense, in a freezer bag until I get a certain amount, right? Those some chicken carcasses, yum. And what I'll do is I'll save up, those are gallon bags, so when I get a full bag, that's 2 batches of broth. So that half a bag of scraps and half a bag of bones gave me 13 quart jars of stock. Okay. I'll get into a recipe another day, but save your vegetable scraps, save your bones, your roasted bones, and you can pressure can 13 quarts, right? At least 13 quarts. Now, where that becomes significant in savings, those scraps didn't cost me anything extra to make, right? We're cooking dinner anyway. Just set them aside. The average price for a quart of stock at the store right now is about $2.50. So if you can get it on sale or clearance or whatever, awesome. But the average price is $2.50. So at that rate, I saved myself $32.50 of expenditures by saving my food waste and turning it into broth. I will put a basic recipe in the description below. If you want to learn more, I'll do a canning video, probably a series of videos about canning in the near future. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button somewhere down here. How to turn your food waste into food 101. Start with stock. Super easy. One thing you will need to do if you're going to make this shelf stable is to pressure can it. It's not shelf stable unless you pressure can it. So I can get into more detail about that in another video. If you don't have a pressure canner, you can freeze it. You make it the same, you just freeze it instead of can it. Anywho, that's all I've got. Thanks for joining me on the Hearth, and we'll see you next time.